A big shout out to Steve, an account executive at the Minnesota Vikings, who asked for more ideas on how others are using video in their sales process. Tyler Lessard from Vidyard here, and I wanted to share with you a few tips on how to be successful with video in today's world of digital-first sales. In fact, for those of you watching, I've got my trusty whiteboard here with 3 tips for your consideration. Now, first of all, is to use video as part of your outbound prospecting work when trying to get in front of new leads, to get their attention, and to create a response so you can get into the conversation you're looking for. Now, when using it as part of your outbound prospecting, the real power of video is to help you stand out and to earn their attention, and then to create that personal rapport that makes them want to, that makes them need to follow up with you to hear more. Now, there's a couple of quick ways to do that. First and foremost, make sure that when you send your email with your video, you're smart with your subject line to get them to open it in the first place. The highest performing subject lines we see when sending a video are things like, "Name made you this video," or "Their name plus your name, video for you." A subject line like that catches their interest, piques their curiosity, and makes them more likely to open. Then once they do, make sure that your video has a compelling thumbnail image in that email, something that they can relate to, something that they'll recognize, and that proves to them in a matter of a second that you made this video just for them. Some things we often see sellers doing are making screen share videos with their prospect's website up on the screen, or their LinkedIn profile up on the screen, or something else that they know they will recognize and that will scream out that you really did make this just for them. So that's a really important piece to getting their attention, earning that engagement as part of your outbound prospecting. Now, the second tip that I want to give that we've heard from lots of different sellers is using video throughout your sales process to explain key ideas, to walk through different information, or even to show a quick demonstration of how it is that you can help. Now, the power of doing this as part of a recorded video, even though it's something you may be able to cover in a live call or through a text-based email, is that when you take the time to record a short video, to explain something to them clearly, to do a screen share to walk them through your service or the opportunity in front of them, not only can it be more clear to them, and not only can they watch it on their own time, asynchronously without having to book a call, but it also becomes more shareable for others in their team that may have to be a part of the decision-making process. And by the way, when they forward that short video around to somebody else on their team to watch, when they do, they not only get to hear the answer themselves, but they get to see you, they get to hear you, they get to meet you as a salesperson. You build rapport, you earn trust without ever having met that person in a live call experience. So think about some of those new ways to use recorded videos to answer common questions, to walk through and demonstrate how you can help, to walk through pricing, or to address topics that maybe traditionally you would have waited until a live call to talk through. Now finally, and it goes along with those other 2 points, is tip number 3, which is to be consistent in your use of video as you're reaching out and communicating with your prospects and customers. Because if you're that one salesperson that keeps showing up in their inbox as a real human, if they keep opening your emails and they see your face, they hear your voice, you're going to become more familiar, you're going to become more memorable, and ultimately you're going to become that person that they choose to do business with more often than not, because they've gotten to know you consistently as a real person, and you've shown you're willing to put in the effort of doing something above and beyond, like recording and sending them videos, as opposed to those other salespeople who are just hiding behind their keyboards. So those are some tips from my side. Use video in your prospecting to stand out and get attention, but be creative in the thumbnail images for your videos to get their attention. Use it to explain ideas, demonstrate things, or to walk through key concepts. And finally, be consistent so that you show up in their inbox as the most familiar and most memorable and interesting person that they've ever seen. Good luck with those tips. Thanks for asking again, Steve, and go Vikings!